Today I would like to talk to you about the Google Custom Search Engine and how to set one up. Now you may be asking yourself, why would I want to set up a Google Custom Search Engine? Well, if you've ever had students use the traditional Google search, you probably know why already. If I were to go ahead and type in the keyword of Jupyter and do a search, it's going to go ahead and return about 118 million results. And our first hit is from wikipedia.org, which, as we all know, is probably not the best place to begin your search for primary resources. Additionally, we have a login page for JupyterEd.com. I'm not even sure what that is. A little further down, we have some news articles about Jupyter and a whole lot of information that your students are probably going to get overwhelmed by. And that is the primary reason why you would want to set up a Google Custom Search Engine. It takes them out of this huge sea of information on the web and brings them into a much smaller wading pool so they can start to get a feel for what good information looks like and how to conduct effective research. To set up a Google Custom Search Engine, all you have to do is go to cse.google.com and click on New Search Engine, and then start typing in sites that you want your students to search. So probably a good place to start is nasa.gov, since we're researching Jupyter, right? I'm also going to put in discovery.com because we know they have a great deal of good information that has obviously been vetted. I'm going to put in a wildcard of star and .edu, which is the educational domain. This will allow the students to go ahead and search all universities across the globe that end with that .edu domain. Additionally, I'm going to put in news.google.com because maybe we do want some recent relevant information. And I'm going to put in a slash and a star, which again is a wildcard operator, so that we get all results back from news.google.com when we do our search. I'm going to rename the search engine. Let's just call it Jupyter for now. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Create. And just that quickly, we now have a Google Custom Search Engine with the sites that we've specified for our students to search. We can click on the link that says Public URL, and we see our custom search engine right here. So now if I type in Jupyter, instead of 118 million results, I have about 171,000. And you can see the top hit is from nasa.gov. A little further down, we might start to see some star.edu sites because we specified that as well. I can also switch over from my sort by relevance to sort by date. And now I'm getting very recent information from the web, mostly coming from news.google.com and some other sites that we specified. So that's the very basic of setting up a Google Custom Search Engine. However, there are a number of additional options that you can get to within the setup if you go back and look at your search engine at cse.google.com. First off, you'll notice you can always get that public URL code here, or you can get embed code, which will allow you to embed your search engine into your site, wiki, or blog. You can also turn image search on and off and speech input, a number of advanced features here. You can always add and delete sites from your search engine a little further down on the page, as you can see here. I'm going to go ahead and add some labels. This is a relatively new feature. I can go ahead and click on Manage Labels. And I'm going to add a label for education since we do have that star.edu qualifier. I'm also going to add let's see here, nasa.gov, since we have that in our search engine. I'm going to go back to our setup now, and I'm going to click on .edu, and I'm going to label that education and apply it. And I'm also going to go to nasa.gov, and I'm going to click on that and apply it. And once I have done so, I'm going to go back to my public URL, and we'll do a search for Jupyter again. And now I have some additional tabs up at the top, and if I click on one of those tabs, I'll see that most of what is in these results are labeled education, and they're coming from star.edu sites. NASA.gov slipped in there a little bit because it's probably a very relevant article, but most of this is labeled education because it is associated with that star.edu qualifier. Additionally, if I click on nasa.gov, I'm going to see all of the results that got returned from nasa.gov's site. Going back to some other features of the custom search engine, you can change the look and feel of your custom search. If you don't like that pop-up overlay look, you might want to go with full width. Most of the time when you do a save, you're going to have the option to save or save and get code. If you need the code to embed, you're going to want to click on save and get code. You can change the theme, so maybe you want a little bit more pizzazz to your custom search engine. You can certainly do that, and they have some nice themes for you, or you can completely customize them yourself if you're not afraid of going through some different color codes. You can also choose whether or not to have thumbnails of those pages within your Google Custom Search, and you can always test that over here on the right-hand side. So if I were to turn thumbnails off, you see that those little previews of the site go away. You can look at some more advanced search features here within Promotions, Refinement, Autocomplete, Synonyms, and Advanced. These are all features that you're going to have to go through and kind of look at and decide what you want to, how you want your custom search engine to be. After all, it will be your custom search engine. You can also get some statistics and logs here, and there's a business section if you want to peruse that. So I encourage you to take a look at all that Google Custom Search has to offer, and I hope you have found this little tutorial to be valuable.